the curriculum of the education system. The education system right now has almost the same concepts and syllabus as our parents did, the generation X or the generations before that did. And so maybe if we can incorporate interdisciplinary research or departments that are interdisciplinary between different fields, it will not just improve the education but also the healthcare system. So let me give you an example. Right now, the current diseases that is happening in our world are mainly due to animals. However, the research that is being taken place for cardiovascular disease or cancer for that matter is higher than the research being done for animals, like veterinary science, for example. And so if we can have all the departments in university or students from everywhere to also incorporate research as a component of their education, then it will be really helpful in developing interdisciplinary research and hence solving a lot of issues. The second is that we can also incorporate something called elective subjects. Of course, there is a lot of elective subjects available, but if we can increase the amount of elective subjects a student can take, for example, I'm a biotechnology student, but I can take a course related to MBA, then it can help also in the interdisciplinary research concept. The third is the gap between the entrance and the university examinations. So let me take an example. So we write GATE, right? It's completely an aptitude-based test. But let us take the regular university examinations, the ones that we college students take for semester exams. So these are having 12 marks, 15 marks that can incorporate 80% of our scores for 100 marks. But however, the GATEs are different from it. And so, if we can introduce aptitude-based learning to the system, not just for the learning, but also for the examinations, then it can help prepare the students for other concepts that's related to the world. And so, these were a few concepts that was discussed in quality education. So, with these two concepts, we believe that we can go back to the G20 idea, one earth, one family, one future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Moving on to the next session, session B, which was based on the Green Development Pact for a Sustainable Future that happened right here at Vivekananda Auditorium. I request the chosen representative to come onto the dais and share their thoughts.
Hello everyone, I would like to introduce myself. I am Kavya from CEG campus, currently pursuing my ME Transportation Engineering. I would like to share my thoughts in Tamil. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா விசி சார் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா என்விரான்மெண்டல் சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டியில் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா அவர் ஸ்பீச் கொடுத்துருந்தாங்க. ஸோ இங்கே வரத்துக்கு முன்னாடி என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் G20னா என்னங்கிற ஐடியா எனக்கு சுத்தமாக இல்லை. G20ங்கிற பேர் மட்டும்தான் தெரியுமே தவிர எதுக்காக இது பண்ணுறோம், இதோட பேக்ரவுண்ட் என்ன, இது எந்த அளவுக்கு நம்மளோட லைஃப்பில் இம்பேக்ட் ஏற்படுத்த போகுது எதுவுமே தெரியாமல் தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இங்கே நான் வந்தேன். இவங்களோட ஸ்பீச்லாம் கேட்கும்போது தான் தெரிஞ்சது எந்த அளவுக்கு இது நம்மளோட லைஃப்பில் நம்மளோட நேஷனோட எந்த அளவுக்கு இது ஓரியன்ட்டாக இருக்குது, ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்ட்டாக இருக்குங்க நான் இங்கே தான் வந்து அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணேன் நான். ஸோ சார் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா ரொம்ப வந்து தெளிவாக வந்து நிறைய எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸோட என்விரான்மெண்டல் சஸ்டைனபிலிட்டி பற்றி எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணியிருந்தாரு. வந்து எனர்ஜி வந்து ஒரு பெரிய ரோல் வந்து ப்ளே பண்ணுது இதில். வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஸோ நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய எனர்ஜியில் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா நம்ம 1/3 எனர்ஜி தான் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கோம். 2/3 வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா டிரான்ஸ்மிஷன் லாஸில் போயிடுது. ஸோ அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் வேஸ்டேஜாக போயிடுது. ஸோ அந்த எனர்ஜியெல்லாம் நம்ம எப்படி வந்து ஸ்டோர் பண்ணலாம், ஸோ ஸ்டோர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு என்ன மாதிரியான டெக்னாலஜிஸ்லாம் இருக்குது. ஈவன் சாரோட ரிசர்ச் ப்ராஜெக்ட் கூட வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா அந்த எப்படி நம்ம ஸ்டோர் பண்ணுறது அப்படிங்கிறத கூட அவர் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ அதில் என்ன மாதிரி விஷயங்கள்லாம் பண்ணலாம், இப்படிலாம் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணலாம். நம்ம டைடல் பார்க் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா சார் அவர் ரியல் டைம் ப்ராஜெக்ட் ஒர்க் பண்ணியிருந்தார். ஸோ அங்கே அவரோட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எல்லாமே ரொம்பவே ஷேர் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ செகண்ட் பார்ட் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா ப்ளூ எக்கானமியில் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா சார் நிறைய விஷயங்கள் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா நம்ம இந்தியனோட கோஸ்டல் லைன்ஸ் எவ்வளோ தூரம் இருக்குது. ஸோ பட் நம்ம வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா எந்த அளவுக்கு அதில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ரிசோர்ஸஸ் இன்னும் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணாமல் இருக்கோம், அதுக்கு என்ன காரணங்கள், ஸோ அதுக்கு என்ன மாதிரி டெக்னாலஜிலாம் நம்ம வந்து டெவலப் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ இன்னும் நம்ம வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா நம்ம எவ்வளோ தூரம் பின்தங்கி இருக்கோம், என்ன மாதிரி விஷயங்களை நம்ம அடாப்ட் பண்ணும்போது நம்ம வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா அந்த ப்ளூ எக்கானமிலையும் நம்மளால் முன் வர முடியும் அப்படிங்கிறத பற்றிலாம் சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ தேர்ட் பார்ட் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஒரு ரவுண்ட் டேபிள் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் வந்து இங்கே கண்டக்ட் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ அது ரொம்பவுமே வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா இன்ட்ராக்டிங்காக இருந்துச்சு, யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ இங்கே 9 டீம்ஸாக பிரிஞ்சு ஒருத்தவங்களும் அவங்களோட தாட்ஸை வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா இங்கே ஷேர் பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ அதுலேருந்து நிறைய பேருக்கு நிறைய ஐடியாஸ் வந்து கிடச்சிருக்கும். வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா நம்ம எப்படிலாம் வந்து இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணலாம், நிறைய ஐடியாஸ் கூட கிடச்சிருந்துச்சு. ஸோ எனக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்துச்சு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இங்கே உள்ளே வரும்போது என்ன ஏதுன்னு தெரியாமல் ஒரு பிளாங்காக தான் வந்தேன் நான். பட் இங்கே வெளியேந்து போகும்போது நிறைய விஷயங்கள் கற்றுக்கிட்டோம் அப்படிங்கிற ஹாப்பினஸ் எனக்குள்ளே இருக்குது. தேங்க்யூ ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have session C, which was Technological Transformation and Digital Public Infrastructure, that took place at the COIC auditorium. I once again request the chosen representatives, a couple of them this time, to come onto this dais one by one and deliver their speech to the audience.
Good evening to everyone, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to give a summary of the session that I have attended in the morning. So I have attended the Technological Transformation and Digital Public Infrastructure. In that session, I have came to know about the fostering technological ecosystem that was taken by Dr. Priyadarshi Das, the Assistant Professor of RIS, New Delhi, and the Technological Innovations and Inclusion by the Professor G. Ramesh. He is a retired professor from IIM Bangalore. After having a lot of discussions on the morning session, we came up with a lot of startup ideas in the afternoon. We discussed it among ourselves and we have a lot of clarity. We get a lot of doubts on that startups. We cleared it with the staffs also. So I'm here to explain, I'm here to give a feedback on the 4 major startups that we have discussed in the afternoon session. First one is ambulance alerting system. In this system, in this startup-based idea, every public and the public officers will be intimated whether the ambulance is on the way. If they pick up the patients, they are on the way to the hospital. They will clear each public will receive their intimation, and the public officer will also help to clear the traffic by which they can reach the hospital as soon as possible. And the next idea is networking-based idea. In this world, we can able to get a network all over here, but we can't access the network in some places. So this startup will provide the network in every nook and corner of the world. And next one is reducing these scams. A lot of scammers are all over there in the social medias. In order to reduce them, we should have a single social media account. For that, we can ensure that the account must be linked to the Aadhaar, so that we can have only one account. Through that, they can access their social media. So through this, scammers also reduced. So after that, the last one is they are reducing the intermediate, the middleman between the client and the investors. This startup will ensure the client to invest in various different companies and the major index of the invest in the major index of our company. So that's a country. So by which they can reduce the middleman also. So next I will share this mic to the Mr. Vasundharan. He will explain the further startup ideas. Thank you.
Good evening, one and all. Heather here, and thank you for giving this opportunity to present the session Technology Transformation and Digital Public Infrastructure Summary. So I am myself Vasundharan from Kongu Engineering College, Erode. Today I am the session on the Technology Transformation and Public Infrastructure taken by Dr. Priyadarshi Das, Associate Professor RIS New Delhi, and retired Professor G. Ramesh from IIM Bangalore was extremely helpful. As Ravichankar already said earlier, with the conclusion of the morning session, we have developed some ideas in the afternoon session. Four of those ideas I am going to explain here. Voting system is the traditional voting system we are following through in the recent days. Digitalization of voting system will help us to avoid illegal polling. Illegal polling is the only problem which we have in this democratic nation. To avoid the illegal polling, there will be an SMS alert system for the voters. Every voters will receive an alert system. That is, your vote has been polled in this polling area. Then the voters will be aware of whether the vote has been polled or not. So they can backtrack it. If they didn't voted the vote, then they can backtrack it. Then digital healthcare. In this, through means of IoT system, the entire healthcare systems will be connected to the cloud. So the patient's healthcare can be monitored to a mobile app by the doctor and the relatives who are close to the patient. Here the patient will, here this will be more useful for the bedridden patients than know your medicine. In this, the the idea is based on developing a mobile app in which they will develop a mobile app through which we can scan the medicine and we can find whether the medicine is helpful for solving the curing the disease or not. Then public awareness. In this, we will create a mobile app which will in which we will feed our information related to mainly of our age and our education qualification. Based on this, the public schemes and the government schemes will be displayed for the users so that they can register for it and get use of it. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. The next session was session D, which was based on gender equality and empowering all women and girls, which took place at the Center for Distance Education Auditorium. I request the chosen representative to share their thoughts on what happened in the panel discussion.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rajarishika from Material Science Department from College of Engineering, Guindy. And today I'll be speaking about what happened at the event which was conducted for gender equality and empowerment of women and girls. First, we had two amazing speakers, Srimati Namrata Chadha and Dr. V. Gayatri. They gave us very beautiful insights onto why this particular topic is essential. And they gave us very different perspectives on women's issues and the concerns surrounding them. The first speaker, Srimati Namrata Chadha, she gave a different perspective that made us think about the rural women, about gender, and she made it a point that gender discrimination does not just affect women, it's also something that affects men. And she gave a very concise and clear example that made everyone in the auditorium understand what she was trying to say. And speaking about Dr. V. Gayatri, she was like fire. Every point she spoke to us, it went straight into our hearts and minds. And it was a very enrapturing speech. So after the speaker sessions, we had a group discussion. We were grouped into 5 different teams. And each team was given a different topic which we had to address. The first topic was science and technology and how we can include more women in science and technology. The team which was selected presented with us wonderful ideas. Some of them were conducting hackathon for women, not only just for women. From what I got, their idea was to just enrich education all over the country, so that women will be automatically benefited. They gave the idea of conducting free hackathons periodically over the entire nations, and they also gave the idea of building new colleges and so on. They also gave ideas that will help clear the budgetary constraints. And we had the next team, they talked about self-help groups for women. And throughout the session, we were made to know that Andhra, Odisha, and TN have so many self-help groups for women, and they are in thousands. So basically, self-help groups give loans for women that will help to empower them. And from these loans, these women will be able to join jobs, they'll be able to create businesses, they'll be able to give out salaries, they'll be able to employ people. And this will automatically lead to a more self-confident women. And the next topic was about the empowerment of rural women. And in this topic, we also had many insightful discussions. Some of the ideas that were presented were creating collectives that will be publicized and marketed all across India and over the world. What will be marketed exactly is the products that will be created in rural India by rural women, and this will be a government initiative, so there will be less financial constraints on the women themselves. And the next topic was related to women in administration and decision making. They also presented wonderful ideas. They said that we should be giving more insights on the UPSC exams, and we'll be spreading more awareness. Some of them even suggested a 50-50 seats for women in administration, 50 for women and 50 for men. And the last topic, which is very important, which may seem very redundant, was the work-life balance. So Basically, as women, everyone, after they get married, they'll have to sacrifice their work life by a bit for a better family. But the thing is, it's not really feasible for the nation if half of the workforce goes into seclusion after marriage. But at the same time, to actually have a good family life, they'll need to sacrifice a little bit. So I think this topic was particularly very important because it stresses the need for the government to give out inventive measures that will help the women who are working to have better incentives and policies that will help them to both work and balance their work life. So these were the topics we discussed about. We had a very wonderful time. And at this point, I would like to remember what one of our professors told us at this very auditorium during our induction. She was a professor, she was the representative of Portion Center for Women in Anna University, College of Engineering, Guindy campus. She said almost half of the population here is women, and most of the dignitaries here, they are again women. So why do we have to talk about women empowerment again and again when it seems like they've already been empowered enough? But then she said, the answer lies in the question itself. We need to talk about women empowerment because it needs to be talked about. Until the point where we will not have to talk about women empowerment or gender equality anymore, it will mean that we have not achieved pure gender equality. So I hope you have all also opened your mind a little bit more about gender equality. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I thank all the 5 representatives for sharing their thoughts from their respective panel discussions over here. And I really hope their feedback gave each and every one of you an insightful information into whatever was discussed in the other 3 sessions which you were not a part of. So the objective of their discussion was to ensure that everyone gets a holistic view of whatever was discussed throughout the day in multiple parallel sessions, and I truly hope that has been achieved now. Moving on, I humbly request Professor G. Ramesh, retired professor, the Center for Public Policy, IIM Bangalore, who was one of the guest speakers in session C, Technological Transformation and Digital Public Infrastructure, to share a few words on the discussion.
Oh, can you all see me? I cannot stand up. Because we had the problem in the morning when we were standing in the front. Oh, good. So this is Jugaad. I mean, we call it Jugaad technology. So thank you. I didn't know that I had to speak again. I think it's a wildcat entry or something like that. I mean, so thank you. One thing I would like to say, sir, is that so I was taking them through the post-lunch session, and I was breaking it into stages and phases of how do you arrive at an idea, and then how do you crystallize an idea, and how do you articulate an idea. We took them to the stages and said today morning probably they heard this DPI. I mean, you should give me some iota of credit also that they got something out of that. Okay. And they could relate it to something that they want to do. They could come up with an idea that probably they thought can be useful to the society. And they also fairly crystallized that thought. And mind you, all of them are from different colleges. I asked him, and he said that, no, we have mixed the colleges. So they are even seeing for the first time, and they need to come up with a consensus on some idea. And ideas are galore, isn't it? I mean, there's never an end. It was beyond my expectations, and I really appreciate both you for putting together a framework like this. You need to clap, man. I mean, okay, he deserves a clap. And to the students also, who, always what you have to do in your life. That's what we try to do in IMB when we go. You have to simply beat the expectations of people. That is how you get noticed. Not for meeting the expectations of the people, but you have to beat the expectations of the people. You people really beat my expectation. Even the other people from other groups, they were so articulated. We really appreciate the confidence in presenting before an audience like this. When I was in the college like them, sir, frankly speaking, I was afraid of the VC. Vice Chancellor room, I won't even go that side. I mean, now only I'm sitting with the VCs and all, but when I was a student, I used to be scared. So I really appreciate you all. And what I would say is that please continue this idea. I told them to take it to some logical end. Write a concept paper, write an approach paper, or write up, what I would say is that proposal for a startup. And if that comes, that is the payback for him. That's a payback for us who really spend the day with you all. Thank you all. Thanks for this opportunity. Thank you guys. I mean, enjoy. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir. And on behalf of the students of Anna University, I think I can bravely say that our Vice Chancellor is so receptive, and that's why we have complete respect, not fear. Yes. So moving on, I would like to invite Srimati Namrata Chadda, ex-State Commission for Women in Odisha and President Madhyam, who was a guest speaker in session D, Gender Equality and Empowering All Women and Girls, to share a few words.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor of Anna University, that he has given me this opportunity to come all the way from Bhubaneswar to Tamil Nadu, Chennai. It's a beautiful city, and this wonderful campus to interact with you all students. Especially, I will talk about my group, Group D. Vanakkam, everybody. I learned a little bit Kuncham Tamil today. So, I do not know much about technology. I don't believe in digitalization of everything. Yes, we are a progressive country and we don't have any choice. We have to accept truth that without technology, without new science, we cannot improve our lifestyle, sustainable lifestyle. I am from an activism background, working for human rights and especially for women's and girls' rights. Most of the time, I am in courtroom or on the road, lesser in seminars, delivering a lecture. So my job is totally different. I learn from my experience what matter, how highly qualified you are, how affluent from your background, it doesn't matter. If you don't have a respect and love or karuna for your fellow being, whether it's a man or woman. So I do believe in gender equality. I do believe a planet free from violence. I do believe in this context, because I am following Buddhism, I do believe that in this world, we don't need yuddha, war. We need Buddha, that peace and harmony in society. So when I was interacting with my dear students, first of all, I wanted to say, sir, they are very, very intelligent, super intelligent, I'm saying, with my group. Though, why they were so intelligent, I'm feeling, because there is so many number of my gender and very less number of Vice Chancellor's gender. So, as a women rights activist, I'm very mean. Wherever I go, I count the heads of my gender. How many of are present here? How many of them are learning there? How many of them are getting opportunity to speak? So that's why I told that my group is very, very intelligent. I know everybody is, because every next generation is 10% more intelligent than the previous generation. So at your age, my dear students, I was never thinking about like that. You are thinking about your nation. Frankly speaking, I was a simple, now people are saying homemaker. I was a simple housewife. I got married at the age of 18 without any qualification, without any knowledge. What the Gayatri is saying, knowledge is a power. Nothing. And I was very happy. I'm not blaming my parents. I was very happy that I am getting married. That time, we are seeing cinemas, and we think that life is nothing about, but it is something luxury. We will sit, we will cook food, eat food, buy jewelry, and spend our whole life like that. So you people you are the luckiest one, fortunate one, at least at this age, you are getting this opportunity to think about your nation. At our age, we were thinking about our family, that's all. Or extended family, that's all. Little bit about community. But you are getting opportunity it is your Vice Chancellor and RIS. Sir, Das sir has given you this opportunity. This G20 platform has given you opportunity. Not only to think about yourself, not only to think about your nation, but Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, for the whole universe. You can think, you can contribute, you can give wonderful ideas. How can you make this planet more peaceful, more sustainable, and where every man and woman, they are respecting each other. And whenever I see any crime against women, I really think that it is not any fault of that criminal who is committing that kind of crime. It is a fault of us as a society, as a parents. We are failed to provide them that kind of environment in family, in community, then how to respect women and children or the people who are in a weaker position. In this note, you have to thankful to everyone, especially to your parents, your mothers, that with the very less resources, they have given you this opportunity that you are now the part of the Anna University. You are studying, and it is a very great thing. Millions of children, they can't even see the high school, +2, graduation, universities, because of lack of money or opportunity or many other issues. But you people are really very fortunate and lucky. Always count your blessings. Always try to happy others. Always believing in giving. It will help you in whole of your life. Whether you will be graduate, postgraduate, or you will get the doctorate degree, or you will settle in America, or you will settle here, whatever the place, whatever the area you can contribute to society, but do always believe in giving. The more you give to the society, to your nation, more you will be happy. And more you will be happy, then we can see the violence-free society, violence-free this planet. Then we can say that yes, it is a Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Otherwise, these are the dialogues. This is very good in text and speeches, but what we have to do, we have to practice. And I hope you all will definitely practice all those good practices. And completing my note, I do not know whether you can understand Hindi or not. Yes or no? I wanted to know. Okay, I can translate it for you. No problem. No problem. I'm unfortunate. It is that I can speak only 8 constitutional languages of India. So I can't speak in Tamil. So frequently when sir will invite me more and more, I can recite poems in Tamil in front of you. So to all my dear boys and girls, I wanted to say these 2 lines. Zaruri nahi ki teri kahani jab khatam ho. Zaruri nahi, this is not important. कि तुम्हारी कहानी जब खत्म हो तो तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट हो. It is not important when your story will finish and there is a great round of applause. ज़रूरी ये है कि तुम जैसा कोई और तुम्हारी जैसी किसी की कहानी ना हो. जय भारत.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Next, we have the second speaker from session D, Gender Equality and Empowering All Women and Girls, who is Dr. V. Gayatri, Assistant Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, VIT Vellore, I request her to share a few words.
So, அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். So, I am basically a Tamil woman standing before you all. Thank you. So, one more plus point is that once upon நான் அங்கே இருந்தேன் உங்கள் எல்லார் மாதிரியும் I was an alumni of CEG, but இப்போ இங்கே உட்கார்ந்துருக்கேன். So, it is all possible because of Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam, and my Guru is Vice Chancellor Sir who is sitting over here. So, by this mean itself, I can say you all are very fortunate to be a student of CEG, because CEG, the 3-letter magic, that is actually your tagline which you are going to carry it for rest of your life. எல்லாருக்குமே அவங்களோட காலேஜ் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து பிறந்த வீடு மாதிரி. நீங்கள் ஒர்க் பண்ண போகக்கூடிய இடம் வந்துட்டு it is, of course, it's going to be your in-laws house. So, you need to carry the credibility of both your institution and as well as the place where you are going to settle as an employee. Coming on to the topic of discussion we had, as Madam has very rightly pointed out, when you say as a women undergo a lot of pressures in their personal and as well as their professional life. So I gave a very interesting concluding remark to how to bring self-confidence in yourself. The simple 2 ideology I postulated. The first, number 1, dress up yourself very well. நல்ல ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணுங்க, ஒரு பாலிவுட் ஆர்டிஸ்ட் மாதிரி நல்லா அழகாக ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ப்ரொஜெக்ட் யுவர் செல்ஃப் தோ யூ ஹாவ் இன்டர்னல் ஃபியர் அண்ட் மிசரிஸ், வாட் எவர் த ஹிஸ்ட்ரி ஹாஸ் கிவன் டு யூ, forget of everything, dress up yourself very well, project that you are the most confident person in the world. And second thing is develop eye contact with everybody. ரொம்ப பயந்துக்கிட்டு மற்றவங்க நம்மளை பற்றி என்ன நினைப்பாங்க அப்படி யோசிக்க வேணாம். We have 2 big problems with us. The one is we try to change ourselves for the benefit of others. And second thing is we want others to change for the benefit of self. So I think யாரையுமே மாற்றணும்னு ட்ரை பண்ணாதீங்க. இட்ஸ் நாட் த பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் டு சேஞ்ச் சம் ஒன், அக்செப்ட் வாட் இஸ் தேர் நேச்சர், வாட் இஸ் தேர் டெண்டன்சி. ஸோ தட் இஸ் வாட் இஸ் மோர் அண்ட் மோர் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் டு பில்ட் த பீஸ் அண்ட் ஹார்மனி, பிகாஸ் G20 டாக்ஸ் அபவுட் ஒன் எர்த், ஒன் ஃபேமிலி அண்ட் ஃபியூச்சர். ஹவு ஆல் தீஸ் கான்ஃப்ளிக்ட் ஹேப்பன்ஸ் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் யுக்ரைன் அண்ட் ரஷ்யா அண்ட் பாகிஸ்தான் அண்ட் இஸ்ரேல், ஆல் தி இஷ்யூஸ் யூ ஹவ் பீன் ரீடிங் இன் லாட் ஆஃப் பேப்பர்ஸ். ஏன் இவ்வளோ சண்டை வருது? பிகாஸ் வி டோன்ட் நோ டு லவ் அவர் ஃபெலோ பீப்புள். தட் இஸ் த பிக்கஸ்ட் ப்ராப்ளம். காலையில் எழுந்திரிச்சு உங்களுக்காக குக் பண்ணுற அம்மா கிட்ட போய் ஒரே ஒரு நாள் ஐ லவ் யூ சொல்லி பாருங்க. That day will be very happy. At least I believe today you all will go and say I love you to everybody. That doesn't mean I love you is a different word. It keeps you more happy, energetic, and feel that all fellow beings are human beings. So when I had an opportunity to be a part of a BRICS Young Scientist Conclave, I understood the importance of being a human. Rather than being an engineer, rather than being a technocrat, when you carry your tagline to be a human, அப்போ தான் நம்மளால் செல்ஃப் ரியலைசேஷன் பண்ண முடியும். So Swami Vivekananda asked us to do self-realization. Once you realize your own potential, what you are capable of, like how Hanuman ji, he doesn't know his own potential on credibility, but once you were pushed to the discomfort zone, you know what you are capable of. உங்களால் எதுனாலும் முடியும். ஸோ தட்ஸ் வாட் வி சே, உன்னால் முடியும் தம்பி, உனக்குள் இருக்கும் உன்னை நம்பி. ஸோ யூ would have heard all those kind of motivational songs. So never ever give up in your life and think that I am incapable of. Remove the word impossible and say I am possible, because all the credits are inside you until and unless you realize it and try to harness your own potential, what you are really capable of. And finally, as Madam has pointed out, you try to get the blessings of your seniors, professors, most importantly your parents. ஸோ அவங்க எல்லாரோட ஆசீர்வாதமும் உங்களுக்கு இருக்கும்போது நீங்கள் என்ன நினச்சாலும் உங்களால் பண்ண முடியும். And last but not least, as on the convocation day, our Honorable Prime Minister pointed out, Narendra Modi ji, he asked us to take risk. வாழ்க்கை ஒரு தடவை தான், என்ன ரிஸ்க் வேணாலும் தைரியமாக எடுத்து பார்த்துருங்க. பிஸ்னஸ் ஆரம்பிக்கணுமா ஆரம்பிங்க, பிரச்சனை இல்லை. உங்கள் நாலேஜ் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் இருக்குது, அது போதும். அண்ட் கவர்மெண்ட்டில் நிறைய இனிஷியேட்டிவ்ஸ் அண்ட் பிளான்ஸ் ஆர் தேர். ப்ளீஸ் ரீட் எவ்ரி திங், என்ரிச் யுவர் நாலேஜ். ஆஸ் ஐ செட், இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் இஸ் த பிக்கஸ்ட் வெல்த். ஸோ இது எல்லாம் உங்கள் கையில் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா சுடர் விளக்காயினும் தூண்டுகோல் வேண்டும் சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ டெஃபினெட்லி யூ நீட் அ கேட்டலிஸ்ட், அ மென்டர் whom I got in my life, and I'm sure you are in Anna University, definitely you will get lot of mentors in your own life. நீங்கள் நல்ல கேட்டலிஸ்ட்டை செலக்ட் பண்ணுங்கள், கண்டிப்பாக உங்களோட கெமிக்கல் ரியாக்ஷன் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக தான் இருக்கும். As far as you try to take that risk, everything is possible in your life. With all these notes and wishes, I conclude my talk for the day. Wish you all the best and all success.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Priyadarshi Dash, Associate Professor, RIS New Delhi, who was a speaker in the session C, Technological Transformation in Digital Public Infrastructure. Sir has been an instrument of support, and he has been so helpful to the Anna University throughout the G20 University Connect lecture series and during the student interaction that we had in Delhi, as well as right now for the one-day seminar. Thank you, sir, for that. And now I would like to invite you to share a few words. I thought about that.
I'm becoming taller. Good evening. So, first of all, as a co-host, RIS, we are quite delighted to see that a day-long seminar could generate so much of discussion among all of us on important areas of policy priorities for not only for India but the G20 countries and for the rest of the world. My association, personal association with the G20 is almost 3 years. So, because Indian presidency was supposed to come in 2022. So, we started working in sometime September 2020. So, I was asked that you start preparing for or understanding G20. So, past summit declarations and all these, we started, and all this story began from there. So many times writing on G20, speaking on G20, preparing inputs from ministry for different working groups, engagement groups, coordinating 101 University Connect lectures since December till now. I mean, it is quite fulfilling, but of course it was a lot of coordination work. But I must confess at this stage, my personal experience, that I have been educated so much of being involved in this process, besides observing the ideas and all this. And RIS as an institution has contributed enormously to in the run-up to the G20 presidency, during the presidency, and post-presidency. Post-presidency also, in the last 10 days, Niti Aayog has organized 10 workshops. The purpose of that was, what is beyond G20 summit? G20 summit has happened, G20 declaration has happened. So what about observing those commitments or announcements made in the leaders summit domestically and think about implementing some of those? So a whole wide range of consultations, seminars, RIS has been part of that. And we are quite happy that in the second part of the Anna University lecture, we had the first part on March 10th. Most of you might not have attended, and the second one today. Together, these two events, to my understanding, will leave a lot of legacy and footprint as institutional memory for the university to understand what is G20. And G20 is not just a one-off event. You see it as a preparing future leaders for any such responsibility that India is going to get, be it BRICS presidency, be it, we should be preparing for the G7 presidency also. So this is a preparedness internally in the country. Like your university, there are other universities who are also doing follow-up activities. Now coming to the specific discussions that we had here, after listening all the student representing briefing about all their sessions in the morning, the governor himself passionately spoke about so many things. And he kept on emphasizing one thing, that nature is not a resource. You have to believe that nature is a system. And our value system recognizes nature as the mother. We worship tree. We worship inanimate objects also. So we are the one who should be propagating to the rest of the world what is sustainability. That's part of our value system. So ethics in life. The health team which presented the feedback on doctors, in fact, there is a logbook available everywhere that one can go, but it's voluntary. You are right that there has to be some sort of evaluation mechanism. I don't know, the experts would know it, but I was reading somewhere in a hospital, there was a notice that it is the right of the patient to ask the qualification of the doctor. It's a right that you can ask who is the doctor who is going to treat me, what is his qualification. But I don't know whether that would be make a check or, but there are rights of like that. Our startup friends from the digital group, please believe what you have thought today. Don't just do it for today. You know, I was hearing somebody, the CEO of Atal Innovation Mission, in one of the Ayush summits that we had in Gandhinagar some time back. He was saying most of our engineering students, our BTechs, they think something and then they leave it there. They believe that no, it may not work. If you have thought something, carry that idea. Don't just give up, no, I don't feel like I am an entrepreneur. If you feel yourself low, if you feel yourself that you don't have money, then you can't do anything. So you have to feel your self-worth, that you are also equally handsome, you are also equally. So as long as you have faith in yourself, you could do whatever you feel like. Talking about girls, historically, for whatever reason, there is an inherent fear among girls that what to wear, what not to wear. They feel insecure in all environments. And the student representative rightly said that perhaps there is some sort of ambiguity or concern whether gender equality word should be used, women empowerment. In our seminars at RIS also we have noticed that. But probably we can talk about women leaders. There are also people oppose. Leaders are leaders. Why women leaders? Women can also be leaders. So there are these terminologies has meaning and it creates a discourse. But what we have stressed in our G20 presidency, women-led development. And that sounds a very gender-neutral word to an extent. And why women to be just a passive end of receiving things? They are entrepreneurs. They have very good creative ideas. So our education system should be such that it should unleash all different faculty within the minds of the students and especially the girl students to explore. They can think of being entrepreneurs, they think of becoming leaders and all that. Now that we touched on education system, our Honorable BC sir, he is here, he understands the education system much more than us. What we feel that the education system that we have inherited from British, it has only created babus, bureaucrats. We only feel that we are an important person when we qualify civil services, when you qualify some big entrance exam. Otherwise, you feel that, okay, I have not done anything great in my life. I am of no use. Your parents also do the bashing. See, my friend's daughter has become a doctor. You are doing nothing. Or suppose you choose farming, you will have a lower status in society. Why so? Our education system should be such that it teaches you, empowers you to do something on your own. You may go for a job, but you can go for your own enterprise. There are so many examples, the BTechs and those who are returning from US after doing high-paid jobs, going and doing farmhouses in rural areas. Without electricity. Somewhere I read a couple from IIT Bombay or IIT Delhi, they have a farmhouse, they don't have electricity there. They are having some not pure kacha house, but something in a wooden house, living with minimum comfort, but doing some experimental things there. So perhaps there is a limit to materialism, that how much you can achieve in terms of wealth and material prosperity. So at RIS, building on the experience of the G20 work, G20 University Connect, the events like this. We are helping document the achievements of the G20 presidents, the official manual. We are helping them to write out because Prime Minister believes that whatever effort we have put to make our presidency successful should be systematically documented, because we are going to have many such occasions in the future. So we should know how our bureaucracy functions, how we could mobilize resources, how we could involve the entire nation in the G20 presidency. So all these things are getting documented. So post-summit, some more 2-3 months of work is still there for us. But as I said, that we are delighted being part of the G20 presidency, part of the G20 University Connect as a national coordinator. I feel myself privileged to be asked to coordinate and have the privilege of interacting with you and all our dignitaries here. I missed 2 points here. The last point was perhaps on the gender equality part. I think that we sort of need a rethinking in our entire way, the way we see the society coming up. I was delivering the lecture in the session 3, those who attended that. What I was emphasizing, that besides all good things, ease of doing business, ease of living, digitalization has empowered people. At least you could get to know certain things through searching through Google or certain things. So digitalization is empowering people. How many of you know that in Kenya, the M-Pesa app, like our UPI, there is something called M-Pesa. Pesa means pesa. So M-Pesa. There are rural areas in Kenya, Tanzania and other countries, they don't have physical infrastructure. Forget about bank. They don't have full all-weather road approaching their villages. But they have smartphones. They are doing digital transactions. They are getting education through smartphones. So digitalization has a very strong empowerment effect. We must leverage on that. And I also said that don't live with the comfort zone that digital technology, India is the number 1, which is not true. Digitalization is happening, but critical digital technology, 3D printing, robotics, artificial intelligence, we are not the leaders. That South Korea, Japan, Germany, others have invested heavily in such technologies. If you want to bring the industry 4.0 as a transformating force, so keep on doing R&D in digital technology as well, because you are a science technology university. The last point is, of course, we need to revamp our education system. RIS will continue to leverage the partnership that we have with 101 universities in various forms. We have internship programs, we have summer schools, we have various projects. So all the universities will be working with them in the future, not just on G20. G20 is going to get over in general. So it is an open invitation to all of you. You can approach VC sir, or you can reach to me or to any of the colleagues of RIS faculty if you have any idea. Because the benefit that we get sitting in Delhi is the access to the government. We are interacting with the highest level officers on daily basis. The officers are Joint Secretary, Additional Secretary and Secretary, those who take decisions on behalf of the governments. So we have the privilege of hearing them directly and bringing those ideas into our policy, our research. So you can also take the benefit of our work in that area. So with this, I wish all of you all the best, whatever career path you choose. Be good individuals. Be good individuals for the developed India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your words. Now, I would like to call upon our very own Honorable Vice Chancellor of Anna University, Dr. R. Velraj, who was also a speaker in the Session B, Green Development Pact for a Sustainable Future, to share a few words on the seminar.
Good evening to one and all. First, I should thank all the resource speakers who have spent a full day for the students of Anna University. I should thank all the resource speakers, respected Dean, coordinator of this seminar, and all faculty members and student participants from various institutions. First, I should thank our Honorable Governor who directed us to conduct this one-day seminar. He directed 7 universities in Tamil Nadu to conduct this one-day seminar. Anna University is also one of this university. Today we are conducting, and I hope all the students got some good information about this G20 New Delhi Declaration. There are some 10 topics on which this declaration is made, out of which 4 topics are discussed here. There are some 10 topics. You would have received this information about all the topics, but only 4 topics only we have discussed today through various parallel sessions. And the purpose of conducting this brainstorming session is, normally in any seminar, the students will get lot of information from the speakers, but it seems to be as if they are gaining lot of information, but immediately after they leave from this venue, everything will vanish. So we want to ensure that students also discuss among themselves, so at least some few takeaways will remain in their mind, and they will also take this for their lifetime. So that is why we have made this some discussion among the students, whatever is spoken by the speakers in the morning. Hope that will remain in your mind for a long time. And about this G20 New Delhi, if you take this topic, New Delhi Leadership Declaration and Emerging World Order, you should also understand why this emerging world order. This G20 slogan of this, our India's presidency time is Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. One earth, one family, one future. Here you should understand what is this meaning of this slogan. One family, one earth, one family, one future. So there are so many countries, they fight against each other. Now also there are 2 wars going on, Ukraine, Russia, and Israel, Palestine. Many wars we have seen. After every war, what happens? The country who defeated the other country, they will dictate them, and also who got failed, they will listen whatever the other countries informed. But some agreement they will make, but the country failed, they are also human beings. They will not listen for a long time. That sustainable development will not happen. After some point of time, they will try to make a war. So the peace and harmony was never established in the world. So only with the peace and harmony, we can create a sustainable world. So our G20 slogan is One Earth. Our Prime Minister brought the whole world as one family. That is the beauty of this slogan. One earth, one family, and one future. So morning I told, in our second session I told, whatever we bring as a system, outside the system lot of disorder will happen. So whatever we consider, we should consider the whole earth as one system. Our country as one system, if you do something, that will create greater disorder in this neighboring country. So whatever we develop, that should be holistic topics we have discussed. 2 topics are about social sustainability. One topic is about the economic sustainability. One topic is about the environment sustainability. So all this, if you take, hereafter any development should be sustainable. Otherwise it will make some disorder. The world order we will not get. There is a slogan, our Indian tradition, Satyam Nityam Puranam. You would have heard about this. Satyam Nityam Puranam. So whatever this first session, the students, they talked about, when they talked about they need to make some assessment about the doctors and quality in education. So everywhere you need quality. How to bring quality? You need some standards, am I right? Quality you can bring in any system by making some standards. So without standards, you cannot bring quality in any products, whatever it is. But in business, the standard will never prevail because they will try to cheat the others. So only if self-faith is there, truth is there, that is what Satyam. If Satyam is there, then Nityam is possible. What is Nityam? Sustainability is possible. So truth should be there in everywhere, then sustainability is possible. That is Nityam is sustainability. Then everybody will get everything that is called Puranam. So our India has the correct slogan in our tradition itself, Satyam, Nityam, Puranam. That is what reshaped in our present G20 slogan as one earth, one family, one future. Our Indians, our traditions has rich knowledge. India can bring world order. None of the other countries has this kind of traditions. That is why this presidency has some different thoughts. The whole world is respecting India after this G20 presidency because of this big slogan of one earth, one family, one future. And all youngsters, today you got some good message from various speakers about the various sustainability ways, how to bring sustainability and bring world orderliness in the near future. Our country also good youngsters. It's a youth country. If you all think that we can bring orderliness for the world, not only for this country, we can work for the whole world. So hope the very bright students of Anna University from different colleges will make some changes in the near future. And once again, I thank for patient listening of all the students during all this session. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. I would now like to humbly call upon the respected Dean of the College of Engineering, Guindy, Anna University, Dr. L. Sugandhi ma'am, who was also a speaker in Session A, Accelerating Progress on Sustainable Development Goals, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected Vice Chancellor, experts of various sessions, Coordinator Dr. Sashikala, and most important, students who are assembled here. Good evening to one and all present. It is very heartening to note that the students have come all over India, all over Tamil Nadu, from different colleges. So first, I place on record my sincere thanks to the management of the various colleges who have permitted the faculty members and students to come over here and participate in this one-day seminar. Our Vice Chancellor had started this, organizing the seminar, and at the outset he said, this seminar has to be an activity-based seminar. You will find that there was theory component as well as an activity component. So thank you very much, sir, for the innovative thinking and making this event a success. Out of the several topics in the G20 Delhi deliberations, the coordinator had chosen 4 important topics which were relevant for today and which is of immediate importance. I thank the coordinator for identifying guest speakers who are very prominent in this domain. I thank each coordinator experts who have come from all over India to deliver the expert address. Thank you very much. I thank several people are involved in this one-day seminar. At the outset, I wish to thank the Department of ECE, the Center for Medical Electronics, then we have the NHHID team, the faculty members and the staff of the various centers and department who participated in running this event. A big thank you to each one of you. In specific, I would like to place on record Dr. Gunaseelan, Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Dr. Sudha, Associate Professor, Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Sangeeta, Assistant Professor, Department of EC, Electronics and Communication Engineering, Dr. Ganesh Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, who were behind each of these events in organizing it and making it a success. In addition, I wish to place on record our sincere thanks to RCC, which is our computer center, which is making the live transmission of this event. I would also like to thank our Electronic Multimedia Research Center, who is doing the video recording of this center. So thanks to the officials and the faculty in charge. I also wish to thank Dr. Ramesh, the Director, Logistics Center, who took care of all the transport activity within this day. In spite of the weather conditions, all arrangements had gone very peacefully, very smoothly. So thanks to Dr. Ramesh and his logistics team for excellently organizing the transport facility. I also thank Dr. Sandal Kumar, the Executive Warden, and his team who took care of the food, the hospitality throughout this event. I also thank the press and media who were here in the morning in covering this event and making this event fruitful. I thank the estate office for making this event being conducted in a very smooth manner. Most important, I want to thank the student volunteers who were there behind running this show from morning, the student cadets. I want all of you to please stand up. Please come. The student volunteers, the student cadets. A big thank you for coming over here and making this event a success. I'm sure whatever you have gained during this event, in organizing this event, will help you in remembering so many new topics, new events, and the challenges you faced will help you in your life. So a big thank you to all. And I'm sure after listening to this one-day session, listening to the lecture, and doing all the practice session, so many things would have crossed your mind, so many learnings would have happened. A small request from our side is, I want the faculty members to take back this information to your institution. This is like a pipe. So we have given some information, we are sending this information through the pipe. I want each one of the faculty members to be ambassadors to take back this information. You be a catalyst in your college, in the place where you are serving. Please organize events, please organize a one-day seminar of this nature and invite other students from your neighboring places and conduct a one-day seminar. Try to inculcate the spirit of sustainability in the minds of the students so that it is their responsibility that they keep the future, the environment, the society, the economics of this nation, of this world in a proper order. So I request every faculty member and every student to be their ambassadors, to take back to your institution and conduct a one-day seminar in your place. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. And by request of the dignitaries, I would kindly request all the student volunteers to join us on stage for a group photograph. I kindly request all student volunteers, especially from the NCC, to come on to the dais for a group photograph. A huge round of applause for them, please. all faculty members who are also involved in the smooth conduct of this program, I request all of them to join us on stage as well. I repeat, all faculty members who are involved in conducting this program, I request them to join us on stage for the group photo as well. I again request all other faculty members who are involved in the smooth conduct of this one-day seminar to kindly join us on stage. I request Sangeeta ma'am and Sudha ma'am, if they are present here, to join us on stage. Okay. Okay, I request everyone to rise up for the national anthem. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. I thank all the dignitaries for their august presence in the valedictory ceremony. I now request an announcement for all the participants, delegates, students and faculty who have registered previously for the event or have spot registered today. All those who belong to the College of Engineering, Guindy,